Hey everyone, it's me Mark, and I just want to make this video to show you my new updated studio. So this looks a lot different than before. You probably noticed like before it was all crowded. There were all this stuff here. The this thing over there. This was like on top, right up on the desk, and there's like everything on the desk. And now I fixed everything. I removed the stuff from the desk, and I simplified everything. So the quality might not be as good as it was before, but it's good enough, and I can still do the same things that I did before. So let me just show you. So this over here, that's just one big monitor instead of the tiny one I had. The widescreen one I had, which I could put in an arm and pull towards me and change between sitting and standing positions. I just have one big monitor now, and so I can record standing if I want to, and if I do want to record sitting, all I need to do is put this here. This is just the side cam I had before, a small camera. I just have to put this over here and I can still see the whole screen. I just need to sit down and then I'll switch to sitting over here, and I still have the sitting position as I had before, but the quality is not that good as it was before, but it's still sufficient and good enough. And now to switch to standing, all I need to do is press a button on my Stream Deck and I can switch to standing, and I can record standing anytime. And what I'm doing here is I'm just moving the this microphone up and down, like sitting and standing, and I can hide the microphone like so. So the microphone's hidden, you can't see it, you can still see the whole screen over here. This is my iPad to see what you're seeing. I don't have it turned on now, but usually I can see a preview of what you're seeing, what I'm streaming over here on this iPad. Another thing I can do is I can draw on my iPad over here. So I only have one iPad instead of two, like I had before. All I need to do is press this button, and then I can draw as I did before, or teach with my digital whiteboard. I can also do the sitting like so. So I made another scene where I have the sitting camera, and now I'm sitting down, and I can draw the same way sitting, right? So it's very easy, and this is how it looks like from the side. So let me just switch. That's the side view. So I have it sitting. I'm using that camera now, and I'm using my iPad. And if I want to draw standing, all I need to do is do like this, and then I'll draw standing just by switching with my Stream Deck to this. Really easy using the standing cam and my iPad. Another thing I changed is that I put the camera behind the screen, so it looks like this. Let me see. It looks like this. That's where the camera is, my main camera, the Canon RP with a 50mm lens. I'll probably change to a 35mm lens so you can see a little bit more of me instead of only this, right? Which is my head. I'll probably switch, like if I go back, you can actually see more of me, but I'll probably switch to a 35mm lens. That's a 50mm lens now. And it still blurs the background, which is great. That stays the same, but I put it as a standing cam. Another thing I can do is if I switch to the side camera now, is that I have my backup microphone over there, and I also have some Rode Wireless Go's as a backup in case I'm moving around. There are like 3 or 4 backup microphones, so you can't really see in this picture, but they're there. So I can always switch to another microphone just in case this one doesn't work. I used a Wave XLR as this thing over here. I used this one here as my audio interface, and I'm using a Cloud Lifter as the inline preamp to boost the microphone volume gain actually. So it's very small in comparison to the Rodecaster Pro I used before. And I'm using my old Stream Deck, but I reduced all the buttons to just a few that I'm really using. And over here, as you can see, that's just a monitor. Side monitor, but I can turn that monitor to if I want to, just in case I want to work while my family is watching on this big monitor. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I removed my main computer, removed it from the desk, put it down here, and now the whole desk is actually free. So you can actually work. I can put my laptop on the desk, and I can charge all my stuff here. I can even put this like away. I can put this away. This is just my standing cam. If I just put this away, then the whole desk is free, right? And there's so many things I can do with this desk that makes it really easy. And up there you can see that's my light as it was before, but it's mounted differently now, really more clean, right? To the monitor actually. It's an old iPad from 2017, and I added a 2-meter cable or 6 foot cable to connect it to my computer because the normal cable wasn't long enough. It's just lighting cable. lightning cable, and that's the backup microphone, the Rode NTG3, which I'm actually not using right now. I'm using the Shure SM7B, and I'm also using a second key light over there. It's actually the fill light, but the model name is called key light. I'm using it over there to like fill up the shadows. Yeah, that's pretty much all I did on this studio setup. I'm always continuously trying to improve my setup to make it easier for me to work, and the goal here is just to reduce everything to a minimum, which means I don't have much on my desk and more space to like work on my desk, with the desk free, with not the whole stuff crowded, and with less dust. It's easier to clean because there's not much dust over here. With the old desk, there were like a lot of stuff over there, and the dust was like in between the stuff, right? So that was like a lot harder to clean up, and now it's so much easier to clean up because the dust is like just on the table. All right, so that's my studio setup for 2023. I'll be keeping the studio setup, seeing how it goes. I'm just trying it out now. Another thing I want to show you is that this monitor is new. So what I haven't done yet, and which I'm be doing now, is I'm going to be removing the film over here. So what kind of monitor is this? This is the LG G2 from last year. It's actually a OLED TV, and the OLED TV itself is it's pretty cheap now because when it came out it was like 3,000 something, and now it's just like 1.2 something, like 1,000 something. You can get it for 1,000 something because the new G3 just came out. So it's not as good as the newest model, but it's good enough. So let me just show you. I'll just remove the foil because I just mounted it on a wall. It comes with a wall mount. It doesn't come with a stand. So there's no stand beneath it. It comes with a wall mount, and I'll just remove the foil over here, which is pretty satisfying to remove actually. Okay, let me just put this down. Since it's new, it's always nice to remove and unpack the whole thing. So let me just remove this. And as you can see now, it goes off pretty cleanly. Okay. That's great. Here we go. So once I remove this, I can't put it back on. Yay, done. Okay. So yeah, so that's the new monitor. Highly recommended. Still trying to get a hang of it because this is like my first TV. I never had a TV before, and I'm still trying to get a hang of how to like lower the brightness on this thing and all this stuff. But I'm just trying it out. All right, so that's my new studio setup for 2023. Hope you liked it. Have an awesome day. See you soon. Take care, and bye bye.